Hi everybody, welcome back to the art side with me, Mrs. J. Today for our drawing, we're going to learn how to draw some fun little gnomes, kind of like in Romeo and Juliet, or if you've ever seen any books about gnomes. So I'm going to teach you how to draw 3 different types of gnomes. So get a pencil and some paper, back of a piece of cardboard, whatever you have to draw on in a drawing tool, and let's get ready to go. Hi everybody, hopefully you are all set up with your supplies just like I am, and we're going to get started drawing those fun little gnomes. So we can do those in a couple of different ways. I'm going to show you in a pencil first, okay? If it doesn't show up good, I'm going to switch to a marker, but I'm going to recommend that you draw in pencil first no matter what, but since I'm teaching you, I want to make sure you can see it okay. So one way to do it is to make the beginning of a triangle with that curve on the bottom. And then I'm just going to make this guy, his whole beard covering his face. So I'm going to make a very light letter U connected to my hat. Kind of looks like an ice cream cone. And then I'm going to make that zigzag line that wraps around to make his beard. So his beard is so big and fluffy that it covers his whole face. Now, to make his body, I'm just going to make 2 lines down from the beard, 2 bumps at the bottom, and then I'm going to turn those guys into shoes. If you want to leave him just like this, you can. You could make his hands behind his back, or you could bring those shapes in front of you, which I'll show you in a minute. I'm going to give him like a little jacket with some buttons. Now, the best thing about these gnomes is they're not super hard to draw the actual gnome, and then you can go in and add whatever type of details and designs that you would like. So I'm going to get you set to go, and then you're going to add your own special touch. Next, I'm going to show you one that looks like his hat is bent over. So I made the bottom, and then I'm going to go up at an angle, and I'm going to start to come down. And then I'm going to swoop in, so it looks like his hat is bent over. Then I'm going to continue my line. And if I put a couple little lines here, then it looks as though his hat is kind of wrinkled and bent. And we're just going to keep going down to make that look kind of like, if we did this line here, a big triangle. Okay, so here I'm going to do a belt. So you see how that it's going to kind of fall into a triangle shape. So I'm going to make the belt loop. I'm going to make his arms come in from the side over here, just 2 little lines. And I'm going to have him wearing mittens because I'm going to just say he's working outside and it's cold. Okay, now for his beard, you again are going to make that zigzag line, but you're going to bring it to that point. So here we have his face or his beard. You can give him his nose. If you want his little face to show, maybe you want to give him some little rosy cheeks in his mouth. But then look what we're going to do. We're going to make a letter U, starting of a letter U here, like that. So that's where his beard is. And then you can do a little spot underneath. You know, I'm not even going to do that. So you see, everybody makes mistakes. I'm going to put his little mouth here, and then I can make his eyes. And then I'm going to give him a jacket. So I'm going to make like the beginning of a fancy letter A. I'm going to get rid of this. And give him some shoes. Okay, so I'm going to show you again one more time, one more version of this elf This guy's my Gnomie. So he's the cool elf. So I'm going to make 2 diagonal lines, and I'm going to swoop across. So I'm making a trapezoid. And then I'm going to bring those 2 lines down to the center, like his hat is completely bent over. I'm going to make that letter U. Okay, very lightly. Okay, I'm going to go here and I'm going to make a half of a circle with an oval at the bottom. So, half circle. There's that nose. He has a mustache, so there's his mouth. And then I'm going to go 2 bumps. I told you this guy's my Gnomie. So I'm going to make him some sunglasses. Going to make his body by doing those 2 lines. I'm going to do those bumps, but this time, I told you this is the cool guy, I'm going to make him some high tops. So this would be the front. Right there would be where the laces are. So I'm going to give him some cool little laces. I'm going to give this guy a zipper instead of buttons. Maybe some pockets. Maybe you want this guy's arm to be up. Okay, one's going to be down behind his back, but I'm going to make a letter V right here. I'm going to do an oval. I'm going to go 1, 2. And this gnome is giving you a peace sign. Now, you can make multiple gnomes like I did, or you can make 1 gnome, or you can put some into a little setting, add your own special touch. I think it would be cute to do patterns on their hats. So that is a way that you could make it your own. You could make a background. Since I imagine that gnomes are fairly little, I'm going to make them look little by making something big behind them. So I almost made it like they're standing by a giant tree, giant evergreen tree. And I made a place for them to stand because we don't want them to float. And I did a little bit of a sky. And then you can go in and add whatever colors and designs that you want to finish off your drawing. Or you could just leave it in black and white. So I can't wait to see what you do with these little gnomes, and I hope that you have a good time drawing and creating a fun gnome picture. It was fun hanging with you guys, my gnomies.